What's up everybody, Def Shogun, freelance illustrator graphic designer. Welcome to the channel. It's still new, but I have 240 something subscribers now, so I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. Before we begin, just like to let you all know that the merch store is now available. Also, all my other socials will be available in the description, so please feel free to check that out. Thank you guys so much again for your support. Today's subject, mashups. Mashups are so much fun. You take something from one universe, something from another universe, slap different pieces of it together, and create a completely different character, a world breaker. It usually is what it comes out to. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that step by step. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, you don't need an iPad Pro with Procreate for this tutorial, but this is what I use. Now, I've created a lot of mashups, a lot of art, and let's see if we could find something that would be beneficial. Here we go. Doctor Strange, Venom, and Moon Knight. So as you can see here, the Moon Knight, mostly a lighter gray color all around for the character. I kind of broke it up a little bit with the Moon Knight symbol and the Venom symbol. Of course, I had to throw in that special magic Doctor Strange. Had to give him a cape because Moon Knight and Doctor Strange have a cape, of course, right? But I kept it all wild and wacky. I added the background for Doctor Strange as well, and the moon for Moon Knight. And here's another piece, slash Goro and Venom. Again, I love Venom. Venom's the shit, man. Come on. Of course, you have the Venom signature face, the symbol on the chest, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 4 arms for Goro, of course. I dropped in some skulls wrapped around his waist there for a little Mortal Kombat-esque. The Ninja Turtle slash with the eye covering, spikes because he's a snapping turtle. And of course, these are all different aspects of different characters. Again, the S for slash on the belt. And here's another example. Bane, Spawn, and Deadpool. This was a little tricky. They all have masks, right? So I had to pull them together. So as you can see, look at the detail. I have like the Spawn covering on the eye, the red Deadpool covering, and the Bane face mask. Of course, Deadpool unicorn, he's thinking of unicorns. The Bane tubes and everything, the Spawn cape. You could see some Deadpool ammo patches there. Made the shoulder pads extra Spawn-like with the spikes. Of course, I had the symbol for Spawn on his body, and Deadpool as well. And all those little details bring it in. And of course, you have the arms for Spawn, and the swords for Deadpool. It all kind of just comes together nicely, and this is all just a matter of preference. So this is one of my latest mashups. Perfect example here. This is a Hellraiser Cenobite and Jeepers Creepers monster. So of course, you go in, you got to do your research, look up some Hellraiser images on Google, help get your mind right on the design, then go ahead and look over at the other monster, the Jeepers Creepers. There's some cool imagery there. It gives you examples of what they look like, what their skin colors are. Maybe look up the lore of the monster. And once you filled your mind with everything, you start drawing. Now, this wasn't an original idea. This was a commission piece, and I thought it was an incredible idea, so I had to take it. And as you can see in the sketch, I was just playing around. I was doing a lot of this on the live during TikTok, trying to get a feel for the character. I felt like maybe I was too close, so I kind of pulled it back. I added the hand just to add some more to the creature rather than just the head and maybe the chest or torso. Now, the Jeepers Creepers character has this awesome jacket, so I had to throw the jacket on over the Cenobite outfit. So as you can see, the straps under the coat. And once I was happy with the shape that I had, the style I was going with for the monster, I started inking. And inking is where I throw in all my detail and where I make all my changes necessary to finalize the shape of the character. Now you'll notice as the video goes on, you'll see some changes that are made, like the belt buckle at the top there. And the strap going across the chest I also removed Just felt a little redundant. So I'll let this play for a minute, let you guys see what's going on. I like to toggle the pencil layer on and off randomly, just to see how the inking is looking, how the shapes are coming along midway. This way, you know, in case I don't get stuck or paint myself in a corner with a certain design, you know, I could see how things are looking as a whole with just the ink, you know? And this is where I start getting into the heavy inks. Keeping contrast in mind. I don't remember where I heard this tip, but I heard if you're inking, you should definitely keep in mind that the character and the shape thereof should be noticeable with just the inks. Don't rely on the colors to help shape your character. The idea of the character needs to come from just the inks alone. Then by adding the colors, that's all it is. It's adding. It's an addition to your inks. My buddy Dwayne in the chat suggested throwing some chains on, and I said, oh, that's an amazing idea, because in Hellraiser he has got the hook chains on his body. So I created a new layer and I just drew over it, and then once I was happy with the chains, I started dropping colors down. And then once the colors were down, all the flats were down, then I start shading, throwing the highlights, the lowlights, the special effects, playing with the background, and yeah, and it comes together really nice. And to be honest, I haven't done a lot of horror characters, so I was a little hesitant on what to do. But once I put that blood spatter behind him, I was like, I knew I was on the right track. I was like, I knew it. And when you're done, you throw your little Hancock on there, and you're good to go. And another prime example would be the Stitch Joker. Now, I wanted to make it the shape of the character primarily Stitch. And again, going in, looking around at the two characters, seeing the flower, the green fingernails, the nose, the crazy smile, the purple suit, basically a Stitch wrapped in Joker skin. That about does it. You can't really go wrong if you take certain aspects of one character, certain aspects of another character, stick to your guns and what you want to do, find a cohesive way to do it. It might take you a few tries just to get it right. It happens to me all the time. You know, sometimes I have an idea in my head and it just doesn't come out on paper the way that it's supposed to. That's okay. You know, it's part of the learning process. So I hope this video helped you, and if you liked it, if you thought it was informative, please feel free to hit the link in the description, get the brushes, get my socials, and check out the web store as well while you're at it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.